Yo, what is up, guys? It's Dakota Man here, and I'm coming at you with another review. This time on the Black Ops 3 multiplayer. As you guys can see here, Black Ops 3 definitely took a different swing on the multiplayer aspect, adding in these new things as specialists, being able to customize them any way you really want to. I know that was in Advanced Warfare, but this time they have certain power-ups that you can get that you unlock as just playing the game. You can also unlock stuff from them. You can also earn them from the black market. That and new things such as the black market, where you can open up rare supply drops and get these new things, such as skins, weapons, different taunts, stuff like that, just to customize throughout your gaming experience. They took a very unique turn. They brought back contracts from Black Ops 1 so that you can earn more XP, these crypto keys that you used to use that. They brought back community contracts where you guys work together to achieve one goal. They also brought back a new thing where you go through and you get to check out what you just recently acquired in the black market. So before the game, when the game first released, you didn't know what you got before. Now you can go back through and just scroll through and see what you got. They brought back theater because Advanced Warfare didn't do that. So many people were really mad about that. So they brought back theater, which I'm just going to be showing you a theater gameplay that I hit the same day as this video. The gameplay, though, the gameplay wise, it is amazing. New aspects in the game. Specialists changed the game so much, adding in trap specialists, specialists like the gravity spikes, so you can run in and go aggressive. People that are like defensive players, you know, they play every single play style in this game. Stealth players can use active camo and Ripper because that's melee, and invisibility because it's an assassin. Everything they've done in this game has been pretty good. Mainly though, the thing is lacking in this game are the voice chat. Many people have experienced voice chat. Even myself have experienced that when somebody in your game is talking in the game itself, like through the game chat, the game is very laggy. Like it can't support it. So we don't know why that is, or why they haven't found a way to fix this, because it is a very bad thing. Certain weapons that are really OP'd and still need to be patched. Uh, Glitches like in theater where you can't find yourself, or you spawn in really, really late because of the servers. The different server crashes. Um, One thing that they've done right is the amount of not as many hackers are in this. And I mean, yeah, the game's new still. It's fairly new. It's been out for a couple of months, but that's good because most Call of Duties, such as Ghost, they had copy and paste mod menus, and that was pretty bad because people were just going through modding the game, and it was a bad time. And that was when the game first came out. Other things such as like the M8, they've been trying to fix this weapon since the day the games came out, and it still needs patched. There are so many things wrong with certain weapons, certain gameplay graphics, like where you spawn in and all you get is unrendered graphics. I understand that, you know, there's a lot of graphics to load, especially when you have camos like Jim that I have on my gun here, as you can see, that move around while you're playing. Like they're moving camos. That's another thing they really took a different risk on. They brought basically CS:GO, the boxes that you can get in that, into a Call of Duty. And in case you didn't notice, that is really cool because they brought some really cool skins, and then, you know, they have the bad ones just like CS:GO, but these skins are definitely worth you trying to get. That's why that's another reason why I like it, because you don't have to pay for them. That is one thing that a lot of people did complain about, to be honest with you, was when the game first came out, they didn't have where you could buy these crypto keys or these liquid diviniums. It was, you just had to earn it by playing the game, but they eventually brought in microtransactions, and that is one thing many people have hated throughout the entire COD community, are these microtransactions that people use. It is just a really quick money scheme for them to get a little bit of money, and that's it. You know, if they didn't do that, I'm pretty sure this game would have way more players, but it's not that bad, because, I mean, yeah, when these first came out and the microtransactions first came out, there weren't weapons you could get, and these weapons that come out of these aren't really that bad. Like, they don't change the game that much. Yes, there are some, like the new DSR, the intervention, the RSA interdiction. They change the game up just a bit. They don't change it up to the point of like, oh wow, that's super OP. But those weapons definitely messed up the game just a bit, because when the game originally came out, there was no aim assist on snipers, and that is one thing that definitely pushed many people away from this community, was the non-aim assist on the snipers. That was one huge mistake, because it was hard enough in the original Call of Duties to snipe and hit these clips, but now it's even harder to hit them with the P60, which isn't really that hard. It's a pretty decent sniper, but you have the snipers that are just bolt action, like the SVG and the Locust, and they are really hard to kill people with because you only get one shot and there's no aim assist. And then they brought in the RSA interdiction and the DSBR 50, and they have aim assist, and it made the game a totally different place for sniping. But they also added in new things such as melee weapons, where you can get really unique melee weapons, which have never been seen in a Call of Duty. You can get things such as swords, baseball bats, wrenches, crowbars, random weapons that just don't make sense. But another thing that really made people nervous is when they came out with things such as the Banshee and the laser pistol. Many people were like, oh no, not more laser weapons, but they brought it in a good way. Yes, the Banshee is a very OP thing, and it's classified as a shotgun, which I don't agree with that. It should not be classified as a shotgun. But gameplay wise, the game runs smooth 50% of the time, which is not that good. One thing that I really do miss, and they should have brought back, was skilled lobbies. Yes, I know it brought back a lot of reverse boosting in Advanced Warfare, and that was one thing that many people hated because people were going into games and just killing themselves to get easier lobbies. But that is one thing they should have brought back, because you get lobbies with people like that just try. You have people like me who, they're pretty good at the game. I'm not bragging or anything. I'm just, I'm pretty decent at the game. You have people that just don't know what they're doing. Like you can get matched with a level 1 who's never played the game. You can get matched with like level 1000s that's played the game since the day release. You have things such as random lag spikes throughout the entire game where it messes you up. You could be in a gunfight with somebody and it just messes you up completely. You have these different weapons just throughout the entire thing that sometimes can lag the game for you. Calling in score streaks can sometimes ruin the game experience. And many of these score streaks that they brought back are very classic score streaks, and I'm very glad they brought those back, because many of these score streaks were really fun to use and awesomely brought back. And that is one thing that they did right with this game. If they wouldn't have brought certain things back in this game, it probably wouldn't have been as big as it is now. But gameplay sometimes is very bad, especially when you load into a game lagging and have unrendered graphics. It definitely ruins the experience for many players, and it's a complete different thing. It is something that they really need to work on fixing right away, because it's been out for almost 8 months now, and they still have unrendered textures that when you spawn in. That isn't good. If they keep unrendering these textures and they don't render as you spawn, I understand it's not just the game's fault, it's also the system that you're playing on. But it doesn't matter. They need to find a way with the game to work with the system while doing this. You have different things such as modders, but I mean, yeah, they're not that big of a problem, especially on next gen or current gen. But one thing that really struck the community hard is when they brought this game back for Xbox 360 and PS3, but they made it half a game. It was no longer an actual game. It was brought to an indie company who was kind of inexperienced. The graphics were less than World at War graphics, and that is saying a lot. World at War had beautiful graphics for how old of a game it was, and then you go back to Xbox 360 like, oh, Black Ops 3, it's gonna have decent graphics, but it doesn't. But they took tons of risks, especially adding in specialists that changed the game, adding in things such as camos that move while you're playing. That is a thing that many people have loved, when you have a camo that is moving around while you're playing. As you guys can see, Dark Matter, they've added in more challenges. They challenge players to go above and beyond and unlock new things. They brought back Master Prestige again, which was a fan favorite in Black Ops 2 and all the other Call of Duty titles. But this time when you reach it, you can go to all the way up to a level 1000, and very few have reached that, like, legitly. They've added in things such as Dark Matter, which is once you get all your guns diamond, which is hard enough to do in the original Call of Duties, but now you have a purpose to get those done. You have hero armor for your specialists, which is another thing. You have to unlock every challenge for your specialists to get this gold armor for them, and it's just something that makes you work for what you want. Overall, I'd have to rate this game an 8 out of 10 because it has its ups and downs. It has its bad graphics and its unrendered content, It's laggy servers and the voice chat, which just ruins the game. But other than that, it has beautiful graphics if they render properly. It has new things that they took risks on, and that is it. Remember to like and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video.